Morning everyone. I just wanted to have a wee chat about this not forgotten but slightly misplaced apple tree graft I did last year. Now this has been sitting because I haven't really got a place to put it in the orchard yet, but I've just been down there, had a look, and I do have a space. The reason I never planted it was I wasn't very sure if the graft had taken. Now I'm going to do a bit of work on this morning. So there is a label, Ashton Bitter or Dabinet. Now, frankly, it doesn't matter to me which it is because they're both really good cider apples. Although if it was Ashton Bitter, I'd be very pleased. It is the most disgusting tasting apple, but it makes fabulous cider and is also quite nice if you mix it into apple juice, because apple juice can be extremely sweet and this adds a bitterness and slight sharpness to it. So it's growing very well. It needs a wee bit of work today. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the graft. Now, this is the rootstock, which is MM106, and that is the graft union. Now, I wasn't sure what was happening, but I am pretty convinced that this is right. Now, it's difficult to tell if this is an actual graft, but I'm going to plant it. I think it is because I can see the line here. So what I'm going to do, I want this to grow into a standard tree or a half standard tree. It will be a half standard, I think. So I need to take off these side branches here because they're going to get in the way when the tree is bigger, and I don't want to have issues with the lawnmower or the lawn tractor catching the branches. So these are getting removed. Of course, the label would be on that one, wouldn't it? I'll just move you out the way. And I'm taking them off and just leaving a slight collar. And that'll just callus over. You don't need to paint anything on these. You're coming off too. And that has left me a nice clean stem. There we go. And that will grow into a nice standard apple. But we're not done. Obviously, I need to reattach the label, which I will do. But these parts that I have cut off, I will remove the lower leaves and insert these to half their depth in my cuttings bed. And they should grow into new rootstocks. Now, I would normally say that this is a given if you take them from underneath the graft and from the actual rootstock, because the rootstock, as I know from experience, will always, if I cut a sucker off it or a branch from it, so if that came off here, then they will always make their own roots and grow. These ones have been taken from above the graft join. So I'm going to put them in, and if they grow, fine. And if they don't, there's nothing lost. They had to come off anyway. So let's see what happens. There will obviously be another video later in the spring. Just working on the table where the pumpkins are drying out because I'm making soup later. So thank you very much. That is this one ready to be planted in the orchard, and because the union is so good, I probably won't even need to stake it.